Okay, so let's talk about Friends. All right, so I just got done watching the reunion about a couple of minutes ago. So my thoughts are firm, full, fat, and ready to squirtle all over your face. So here's the thing I will say about the Friends reunion. Right, people probably wondering, is it good? Is it bad? Is it just kind of not worth my time? Is it a circle jerk? And the thing is, yes, it is a circle jerk, but that's kind of the whole point of a reunion, to go down memory lane. I think a good reunion, very much like the Fresh Prince, can have three things, right? You have drama, you have the emotional stuff, and overall you have a good sense of welcoming nostalgia. And I feel like though the Friends does have some of that, I don't think it bests the Fresh Prince on those three things. And I think the biggest problem is it's a little bit bloated. And we're talking about pretty fucking bloated. Not Matt LeBlanc's stomach walking into the set of this reunion bloated, but more like Trisha Paytas after workout stuff in her face type of bloated. But that's just my thought on it. I think the thing about reunions is that you want to kind of obviously flex. You want to look good. You want to look your best. You want to look better than everybody else. Let's be real here. People didn't get that message to Matthew Perry. If they did, he got it a little bit too late. Because, Matthew Perry had this great idea to give veneers. And boy, oh boy, were they distracting. I mean, seriously. Anytime he opened his teeth, I felt like I was going into the light to heaven. But then again, maybe that's where all dogs go to heaven at. Straight through his mouth. Who knows? But I'm no doctor. But yeah, Matthew Perry drooling over the set, just slurring his words. And he just felt very, very off. And I felt like they knew he was off. And they kept us talking to a minimum, and yet somehow, somewhere, it's still better than his performance in New Vegas. Go figure, right? But the rest of the cast is fairly good. You know, LeBlanc is actually bringing a lot of energy, surprisingly, and so is Schwimmer. They seem like they haven't lost a step. Cujo's in the middle. Courtney Cox and Jen, they kind of just seem like they are bored. More so Aniston than anything. But that's just me. She doesn't remember shit. Now, I would say this, what comes to the bloat, fashion shows, stuff like that, didn't really need that. James Corden interviewing them with these half-ass, fluffy, duffy questions, like, just allow for them to be on the set. I feel like that was really the best moments of the special. You know, them talking on the set, reminiscing, doing this. People wanting an episode or a movie, well, you get slight like that. Some of the skits or games that they kind of play, it felt like an episode for a bit. And I wondered what it would have been like if it was an episode. But the thing is, it probably would have been kind of shitty because they do callbacks on the show, obviously, and I do feel like it comes across a little bit cringy. Though it's well-intentioned, it's still kind of cringy, and I feel like it would have been more cringier in a scripted type of setting of an episode, but that's just me. And also, I don't think nobody really... You want it, but you don't really want a Friends recap episode, basically, or catch-up episode. You don't want that. Trust me, you don't. Even Lisa Kudrow probably admitted it in her own way. You just don't. And I will say that some of the cameos are fun, though they kind of are just there. You know, they don't do anything. They don't add anything. They just say basic shit like, what was it like working on Friends? Great. You know, I would like to have seen somebody say, it was fucking terrible. But you don't get that. Ellie Gould's there. He's looking lost as fuck. You have celebrity fans talking about this stuff. You have global fans talking about this thing. And Friends obviously is a mass phenomenon. That's great. That's cool. That's dandy. But I also felt like this thing didn't really go anywhere. It's overly long, and it does feel like it just kind of drags towards the end. Does it wrap up nice enough? Sure. Is it for fans? Well, no fucking shit, Captain. Yeah, I feel like it's not really much to talk about. It's a welcoming set of nostalgia, and obviously Friends is such a big fucking deal. You can't run from it. The theme song to the fucking, the lines, it's all there. But I also felt like it doesn't really do anything interesting. It doesn't add anything. It doesn't tell us new information or some shit. Some new stuff, I guess, but nothing substantial. They take jabs at Joey a little bit, the show. Yeah, and that's kind of it. I think I would have liked to have seen them talk about who was actually up for the part of the Friends. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a guy in a chair circle jerking a reunion show of people that don't even look like New Yorkers. Ew.